Thank you so much, the amazing atheist. Thank you very, very much. Finally, this is one of your best video about the stupidity and the ignorance of this country, especially in the South. I am stunned by the fact that Americans don't want to use the reason, the mind, the intellect to see what's behind. Let's analyze things the way they really are. Barack Obama, it was good, but not that good as we expected. Why? Because in this country it's not possible to bring anything to the end. Nothing is possible in this freaking country. You need 60 freaking votes at the Senate, otherwise you cannot pass anything. So what's happened is that they had 59 votes, they have 60 votes, the Democrats, in the last legislation, but we have 5, 6, 7 of them, they are practically like Republicans. They are all connected to the lobbyists. So healthcare was fucked, the public option was fucked. We had a very, very weak financial reform. Yes, there were investments done. The automotive industry is going quite well. I mean, new jobs in the private sector, but mostly McDonald's jobs. And what we have right now, an asshole from Texas who want to secede, they say that God is the solution to the problem of the economy. No, it's to have just grown-up people the solution to the economy, and you are not one of them. Texas is fucked up at economic level. You complain so much about California. Texas is fucked. 1/2 of the Texas districts, they don't have teachers, they don't have nurses, they don't have doctors. And those doctors that they have, they are Indian, they are not even Americans. So, you want God help you? Help yourself. And not in the way you're doing right now. Because you are an asshole. Just a pure, elementary asshole. How do you expect that after the Republicans gained power in Congress and they didn't create any job bill? No, zero, zero. Zero, you know, zero, zero, zero. This is zero. Zero job bills. They attacked women, they attack gays, they attack minorities, they attack elderlies, they attack unions, everything. And surprise, surprise, when we were going down in unemployment rate, very low, because nobody in this country seems to understand that we had a very fucking shitty economic crisis, and that the best economists already in 2009, they clearly said, listen guy, just for your information, we will not get better before 2014, 2015. No, we will not. And to get that, we have to invest money. We have to spend money. We have to do something to revive the economy, not just to cut money. It's like having a mammoth that is in the mud with his 4 big legs and asking him, you know, why don't you enter in a diet and maybe you can walk? Oh, sure. No, you are not trying to move the legs out of the mud. You are asking for the mammoth to be extinct. So the Republicans want America to be extinct like mammoths and dinosaurs. No investment, nothing. But they cut jobs at public level. Yes, so we have this strange contradiction that the jobs were going down. The unemployment was going down, but strange enough, we have an unemployment rate is going up. So let's make a simple calculation. Okay, during the last 15 months we had private jobs. Most of them, they were shitty jobs because unfortunately these people, the corporation got the money for them. They got the money for them. They didn't invest one coin in jobs. They didn't invest, they didn't lend money to financial companies so that people can pay for their mortgage. Nothing. They didn't do anything about this. Oh, yes, they hired, but abroad, not in this country, abroad they hired tons of people. Yes, they did. And what the big government, state level, fascist, corporation-like governors did, meanwhile, oh yes, they cut public jobs. So we are in the situation in which, well, we were slowly, heavily trying to recover in a situation in which, unfortunately, in this country, nothing can pass because you need 60 fucking votes, otherwise you go no fucking where, because we have to deal with children, corrupt both sides, and what we have right now, they are firing people. So, let's make a calculation. They complained that we had 60,000 jobs last month in the private sector. So we are continuing hiring in the private sector, but weak because these people, they got the money, they got the profit from Wall Street, they reinvested the money in their own companies to create another bubble because unfortunately the financial reform wasn't strong enough because they had to remove a lot of things. When the Democrats, they became 59, at that point, the Republicans had the power, which is the contradiction of this country. In this country, you have the majority in Congress, we have 59 senators, and you cannot pass a decent bill because there is an obstructionism. So, that's what it is. We have 9.1%. Ask yourself, go around and check how many teachers, how many policemen, how many nurses, how many firemen has been fired, how many people in the public administration has been fired recently, and make a calculation now. Don't wonder why unemployment rate is going up again. And why? Because they are not investing money, because the governor, the money that they had from the bailout, they pass it to the corporations in their hands because they cut taxes for them. You remember the story in Wisconsin? It was so obvious. This guy had a surplus of $131 billion, and he gave this surplus to the corporation, so it became a loss. This is what it is. This is where we are. Of course, you can blame Obama. Obama is not good enough. Obama is wasting money in wars that we shouldn't be. There are a lot of things that we can say about what Obama should or shouldn't do. But please, guys, I mean, you want to give back the country in the hands of these pure assholes like Dick Prick Frick Perry in Texas? Are you out of your mind? Oh, and I believe that there are stupid, idiotic Americans that believe that the economy can be solved by God. Because they convince them that because they are incapable, they are ignorant, they don't know anything about the economy. And the most important part, and every time conservatives had in their hands the economy, they destroyed. Not only in the United States. Just look at the deficit with the two Bushes and with Reagan and so on. But abroad, in the 80s, practically the school of Chicago, the great inspiration for Ron Paul, to privatize everything. The CIA promoted dictatorship all over the world, South America, Indonesia, Iran, and so on. And the school of Chicago was the major force to create this new economy, all totally privatized. What happened? Just check around. Uruguay, South America, was called the Monte Carlo of South America. I went there. My sister, she was married with a guy in Uruguay. I went there immediately after the end of the colonels, of the dictators, after they were trying to create a democracy, and the economy before that time was splendid. And what happened? Practically Uruguay, Montevideo was completely destroyed. Punta del Este was a beautiful place like Monte Carlo with a lot of business around, was totally destroyed. Inflation in South America went from 80% to 3,000% like in Bolivia. That's what the story is. We arrive at the point that the dictators like Pinochet, who embrace this total privatization bullshit, they've been forced to nationalize copper, otherwise their economy was completely fucked. And you still trust these people. You are so idiotic, stupid, that you continue to trust these people. And you are even more idiotic masochist that you are the people who like to work 70 hours a week, 2-3 jobs, because in America people don't work to live, but live to work, and create credit card debt, and create more work and more credit card debt, and their wages are going down and down, and their salary are going down and down, and their benefits, they're inexistent. Most of the jobs that you have right now is direct sales, and there is no paid job, no paid holiday. There is nothing like that. I mean, the quality of life is becoming shittier. 400 people earn more than 200 million freaking show Americans. Country like this don't deserve the economy to improve. They deserve to go on their knees and get fucked. Which is surprising, because actually many people think I'm anti-American. Actually, I'm pro-American more than them, much more. Because I believe that, strange enough, America is a very entrepreneurial country, probably the most entrepreneurial country in the world. But unfortunately, the real success today is in Norway, is in Germany, is not in the United States. They are dealing with an unemployment rate lower than this. They have a stronger middle class. And America, that is the country that is really entrepreneurial, should use these tools, especially free education and free healthcare, so they can boost the private sector with very talented and healthy people once they grow up and they become independent. This is what America should do, and this is what instead Norway is doing, that is the wealthiest, richer, most educated country in the world, or Germany. And you are surprised. Oh yeah, I understand the American pride. Oh, we are proud to be American. Oh, and you should be proud to be American. I'm not saying that. Actually, I love people that are proud of their country, but not of this country. Not the way you are destroying this country. You are fucking this country. You should be ashamed of you. And ashamed of your ignorance. Instead to exalt your ignorance as a quality, you should be humble enough to say, what the fuck, I've been so stupid for so long time, and before I think to vote for Perry, or for Mitt Romney, or for Sarah Palin, or Santorum, or you name it, Gingrich, or whatever, or even Ron Paul, well, I would think 3 times. Are you smart enough to think about that? I don't know. I really don't know. But I hope so. I hope that that smart, sparkling part of the American that I know can come out one day, finally.